Country Media Group.
Welcome to A Sandwich and Some Love and Burr. It's a podcast. I'm Kellie Raspberry Evans with my husband and chilly co-host Alan Evans.
A train in the house.
He's a little grumpy because he's cold, y'all.
It's cold because we've got a polar vortex. What do they call it? Polar
You're the
winter
one.
vortex blast.
That's all I've heard all day
Cyclone blast
from our newscasters and my husband.
Why do they do that?
Because that panic sells.
Because
that.
Because they do that. I looked online on the Dallas Tech's Instagram, and there are people 50 deep at Walmart right now, just panicking.
What are they buying? Milk?
Milk,
bread,
water,
eggs.
Yeah, bread, canned goods, spam,
batteries,
toilet paper,
batteries,
paper
for
towels.
What else?
Flares.
Did we say toilet paper?
Guns. Yeah. TP.
Liquor.
Cigs.
See, this takes me back to the COVID days. Because, when we got word that the wintry mix was moving to our neck of the woods, I know there's all sorts of weather in different parts of the country, but we still have our equipment at home from when we were stuck at home for over a year doing COVID shows. And so Boss Man made the decision that with all of us driving in, some of us farther than others, we could do our radio show, the Kid Craddock Morning Show.
Nationally syndicated.
Thursday and Friday from home. It immediately gives me flashbacks to when those first few days of COVID, Alan, he was so supportive, and it was just like a fun little, this is only the last week or two, right? He'd get up and make me breakfast. Do you remember that?
Mm-hmm. I do.
You'd make me omelets and eggs and bacon and toast.
Full spread.
Toast.
Full spread.
Yeah. You going to do that for me tomorrow?
No. And then after a couple of weeks of COVID, I started growing a mustache. You remember that?
Yeah.
My hair started growing out.
I think I stopped bathing regularly.
I became very disheveled.
Brushing, I'd go all day and I'd be like, man, did I brush my teeth? I lost the ability to wear high heels. I was so good at that. And then you get used to wearing bedroom shoes all the time and then never venturing out the house hardly, except, to go to the grocery store. And, at that point you're like, why bother? And then everything opened back up. And I don't think I've ever fully recovered from the COVID lockdowns. And here we go again, a 2-day lockdown. I'm already starting to revert.
But you know what? This podcast isn't about COVID or lockdowns.
No.
For me, it's about me getting a couple things off my chest. I got two things.
Is it about the COVID vortex news coverage?
The polar blast cyclone bomb vortex?
Is it about that?
No,
Okay, good.
I've already bemoaned about that.
Well, I can't imagine.
No, it's not
what
about
else.
that. It's not about that.
What else have you been bloviating about lately? I'm trying to think.
Well, one would be I have it, as I do sometimes. I have an addendum I want to make for
the bucket list?
For something. No, not. Oh, that's a good call, babe. But not for the bucket list. For something I said last podcast. Not that it was incorrect, but I have a clarifying point I want to make about something very important.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
I know you don't. And then the other is the Dallas Cowboys season came mercifully to an end.
Yeah.
And something very controversial that really, really got me wound up, even more wound up than I've ever been about the Cowboys. I've had a few days to calm down, but I got really spun up at this. So I'd like to
talk about it.
Compare, contrast, dissect this a little bit.
Oh, Lord.
Get your HSO on it.
Can we put a time limit on it?
Hey, I want you to know that the good, strong, dear, sweet, clean listeners have said, you know what? I wish Kellie would just let you talk about the Cowboys.
How many?
Because they like it.
I want to know names and numbers. Who?
I'll give you names and numbers.
How many? Be an honest man right now and tell me how many you've heard from.
3 dozens. 3 dozen.
3.
So anyway, those are the two things I have to get off my chest. And that's what I'm going to do on this podcast.
Do you want to go ahead or you want to talk about?
Yeah. Let's talk about the serious one first. So last podcast we were talking, this is our first one of the new year. It is.
I think so.
It is.
So did we? No.
Happy New Year.
Because we went over our bucket list.
That was before the New Year.
We did it on December 30th.
That would be last year.
But then we talked about it on the podcast, which we had to have recorded after that.
We did?
Yeah, we were on. This is our second one of the New Year, isn't it?
You know, another thing I've noticed is they stopped. You know what? They stopped numbering our podcasts. Why did they stop?
Did they?
Yeah. Why did they stop doing that?
I can ask.
People have asked me about that. Why did y'all stop numbering your podcast? I'm like, I don't know.
Well,
I have no idea.
I think that's helpful to find them, isn't it?
Well, I know not all podcasts number them, but I know we numbered them all the way up until 500 and something, and then we stopped.
Maybe there's a marketing reason. I'll get to the bottom of that. I'll find out.
Yeah, let's find out.
Do you have 3 people ask about that too?
Yeah, I had a few people ask. It's like, hey, you used to number your podcast. I can't find this one I was looking for, but blah, blah, blah. I'm like, I don't know. I have no idea.
It does help you
I'm just
when
the talent.
You try to find certain podcasts. Yeah, I'll ask.
Okay, so anyway, a couple of podcasts ago, last podcast, we were talking about bucket lists, and I was talking about one of my more serious items, and I described it as if you think of yourself as, and this is real new age, but if you think of yourself as a tree and you have all these branches going out, they branch out to things that bring you joy. A lot of the things. And so think about all those things. What are they in your life? Could be a hobby, could be your family, could be reading, could be meditating, whatever. But then you also have branches that branch out and they lead to things that don't bring you joy. And if you were the caretaker of this tree, which represents your body, you wouldn't just forever let this diseased branch live there. You'd lop it off. Okay. I believe that. I do believe that. But I wanted to clarify something, because if you were listening to that advice, you may think, well, did you try? Is there anything you did?
Well, don't they have tree surgeons?
Did you make an effort?
Oh, did some people ask you about that too?
No, they didn't. But I was thinking back on what I said, and I just didn't want the listener to think, and not just for me, but if you're doing this exercise, that if anything is hard in life or you run into something that's difficult,
just cut it off.
You just say, oh, well, screw it, cut it off. That's not the way I operate. I mean, I'll put in an effort to try to make that situation better.
Well, I also think it takes a few years for a branch to grow, which implies that it did have some life at some point, maybe.
Sure.
I don't know.
But I guess
I didn't think that hard into it.
Well, I did.
I see what you're saying.
So I guess what I'm saying is, you know, like when we were young, when you're a kid, you kind of have this, I guess a lot of us have this life view that life is just, it starts like here and it kind of gradually goes up and just gets better in a straight line. And then someday when you're an adult, life is perfect and everything's great.
It's coast to the end.
Oh, and it's just, that's how easy life is. You know, when you're a kid, you don't know. But then when you're an adult looking back, you realize that life is good, and then it goes down into the freaking fiery pits of hell.
Oh, my.
Then you stay there for a while, and then it comes back up, and then things just are straight like an old desert, you know? Then they'll shoot back up, and then they go back down, and then, you know what I mean?
It's like a roller coaster.
It's like the stock market.
Or the stock market.
Exactly. So the point I'm trying to make is, don't ever lop off that branch
too soon
until you've given your very best effort.
You call in the tree surgeon, the expert.
Right.
Get their expert opinions first.
But in order to keep the entire tree healthy, at some point, in my opinion, if you've exhausted everything you know how to do and yourself to make that situation in your life better, and you can just see it is not going to get any better and bring you any joy, then you get the lopper out.
Okay.
You lop that sumbitch right off.
Okay, that cleared up a lot for 3 people that may have been confused.
Well, I'm glad it cleared it up for 3 people, but that was for me. I needed to get that off my chest. I didn't want people thinking.
I was just doing a call back
earlier. I know.
No,
I just don't want people to think I'm a quitter. I mean, because I'm not.
I don't think anybody thinks that if they've listened to the podcast for any time. If they tuned in for one episode, I can see where you would think that.
That's not in my DNA. My DNA is to try to make things right and try to fix things. And I think that's a lot of men, not trying to be sexist here, but I think a lot of men or they're fixers. They try to fix things,
Women, we just cut it off.
Oh, just
throw it out the car window. Good luck finding it.
Right. Okay, so that's enough of that serious.
All right, so that's number one. Let's do a little levity before you get the other thing off your chest, because I know you're going to bloviate about the Cowboys for a while. So Alan and I were just a tad later recording the podcast than usual, because as we were watching our local Fox station to get the weather update, and see what time the wintry mix is going to arrive and all that, the commercials started showing that tonight, which is Wednesday night, January the 8th, it was the premiere of that special forces TV show they've got. I know I've butchered the title, but it's on Fox and it's on 7 p.m. Central. And it's where they have all these celebrities. Some you may immediately recognize. Some you're like, I don't know who the heck that is, but they are celebrities in, their own right. And they're going through special ops training over in Wales, England.
Good eye, mate.
And it is modified. It's not exactly 100% what, these people that are trained to be mercenaries or whatever it is, to do. But man, I was watching some of these people. It's people like Denise Richards, Stephen Baldwin, Brody Jenner, Cam Newton, Trista Sutter, one of the original Bachelorette, people like that. And I'll tell you what, the first thing they had them do, they just pushed them off this speeding boat and they had to swim to shore. And I'm like, I would not have even signed up for this thing in the first place, right?
You can't jump off the edge of our pool.
Exactly. We have a little ledge in our pool.
It's literally 2 feet above the water.
And I was so freaked out about, I don't know what it was. I just froze. I froze.
You panicked.
So I'm not stupid enough knowing my limitations to sign up for this in the first place, but all these people have reasons they want to do it. They're like, I'm overcoming trauma. This one girl, she was a victim of that. Was it Dr. Nassif? Was that his name? Paul Nassif? I might be getting the name wrong. Nasser, was it? That the Olympic gymnasts and the gymnastic students that he violated and he's now in prison for. She was one of his victims. She's on there and she's struggling really hard time. She's, having panic attacks and things like that. We had, that Baldwin brother. Wow. That's Haley Bieber's dad.
He flamed out.
Oh my gosh. What a character. He was just he's a thespian. And he was like, and even the trainer guys, the special ops guys in charge, they said he's willing to do any fun stunt that gets him to be a showboat and show off. But man, the minute he got in front of that doctor and said, I cannot get injured. Do you understand what I'm saying? I've got a part coming up and I cannot be injured. It's like, dude, why'd you sign up for a show where you're going to be jumping off buildings and plummeting? He just wanted an excuse to get out. So he was the first one canned. Yep. And now my mission in life is to find out what high-paying gig he had lined up after special ops, because I think he was just looking for an excuse.
He didn't have anything lined
up.
But he just wanted to quit.
Another little behind the scenes, I'm not spoiling anything at all for you, I don't think. But, I hope not. But Denise Richards, she was doing an interview. She was one of the contestants, and she quit. But she was telling the people, she's like, I cannot do this. My back is killing me. She said, I cannot physically do this challenge. And they're like, you're just, they're thinking she's making an excuse. She's like, no, my back is killing me and I can barely walk. Well, they had just completed this challenge where they did a bungee jump. And I'll tell you what, if you saw the commercials for this, if you didn't watch the show, but if you just watched the commercials, it looked with that cord snap, they were all breaking their necks. Didn't it look like that, Alan?
Yeah.
Well, apparently during that bungee jump, she ruptured, girls with breast implants, you're going to shiver when you hear this, but she ruptured both of her breast implants and did not realize it. So I'm thinking that when that impact, she probably didn't find out till after the fact that she ruptured her implants, but she couldn't walk. And it's like, and then somebody else had to get sent home because they needed x-rays for a potential broken bone. She was devastated. But anyway, I'm loving it. So if you're looking for something to watch in your, it's kind of hard in January, especially if your football team's out of the contention and you're looking for something to watch with your family, this is a good one. You are going to love Legacy Box. You know, becoming a parent changes how you look at memories. While we're savoring and saving every moment with our kids, suddenly you start to realize a lot of important memories from our childhood. They're trapped on VHS tapes, camcorder tapes, photo albums, crammed into boxes labeled "Do Not Throw Away" and shoved into an attic. Those are at risk of being destroyed by heat, moisture, disaster, time. And once they're gone, they're gone. That's why you need Legacy Box now. They're the world's largest digitizer of home movies and photos. And the process is so simple. They send you a Legacy Box and you fill it up with old VHS tapes, pictures, film reels, slides, DVDs, whatever you've got. Their team in Tennessee carefully digitizes it all by hand. They send you back the originals plus digital files on the cloud or a thumb drive. Ordering a Legacy Box is one of the best things I've done for my family, because now instead of just telling my kids about that crazy vacation I took to the mountains when I was a kid, I get to show them and relive it with them. And right now, during Legacy Box's Father's Day sale, you can save big while preserving your family's history. Visit legacybox.com/sandwich to get started today. That's legacybox.com/sandwich. It's the little things that make a big difference in how I feel. Now, for me right now, it's about stretching. I didn't realize how stiff I was until I started doing it. I love when I can stretch a little further than before. It makes me feel refreshed when I'm done. And you know, a little makeup refresh can make all the difference too with Thrive Cosmetics, my go-to clean makeup routine year-round. Now, of course, their brilliant eye brightener and Stella champagne is always in my makeup bag. Actually, I need to reorder more. I'm almost out. But it comes in 32 shades, and the Shenna Mint Green Shimmer looks really fun for summer. Their Empower Matte Precision Lipstick Crayon, it's really amazing. It gives you a beautiful color that lasts without feeling dry. They have 18 buildable shades, and I love the Dusty Rose Kaisa color. I think that's how you pronounce it. But the best part, for every product you buy, Thrive donates products and funds to help communities thrive. So far, they've given over $150 million in products and cash to over 600 giving partners. This is beauty with purpose. Amplify your summer look with Thrive Cosmetics. Go to thrivecosmetics.com/sandwich for an exclusive 20% off your first order. That's Thrive Cosmetics, CAUSEMETICS.com/sandwich. And another great one I found that our son Dylan is real excited to watch with me. It comes on, is it Amazon Prime or Netflix, honey? I believe it's Netflix. It's Netflix. And it's Mr. Beast games.
Oh, yeah.
And this was, we actually on the Kid Craddock Morning Show talked to one of the women that's already out of that. But they started off with 1,000 contestants, and they're bribed and tempted, and they have to go through competitions, and they're eliminated in big batches. And the grand prize is $5 million.
Wow.
And Dylan sat down with me, just came in the room to get something to eat. He was kind of half watching. I'm like, hey, Dylan, because he used to be my watching TV buddy. And I said, you want to watch this with me? He's like, no. But then while he was waiting for his food or something and he was eating, he kind of watched it out of the corner of his eye, watched the whole thing.
He liked it, huh?
And they dropped like 3 episodes. He loves it. And so I promised him new episodes drop every Thursday. We get the boys every Thursday, so we made a pact. That's our show. We're watching it together every Thursday. So I'm excited about that. So if you're looking for a show to watch with your kids, Mr. Beast, they love Mr. Beast anyway. Mr. Beast games, look for it on Netflix. And then on Fox, Wednesday nights, they've got this new special ops thing, which is really, I mean, I found myself crying. I'm still a little stuffed up from crying because I was really moved by some of their stories.
Yeah, I don't know. I think you're overselling it a little bit.
Alan, you were scrolling on your phone the whole time. You don't watch a lot of things.
I watched the whole thing.
You were halfway
There was
watching.
lots of whining.
But see, it's hard.
I know it's hard. But there's just lots of whining.
These people are going through traumatic experiences. Alan doesn't. There's
Alan
one girl,
doesn't what?
You really didn't sympathize with one girl who used to date Travis.
I didn't know
Kelce.
who she was.
I was trying to tell you, and like, oh, big deal. Just don't look at social media. Well, Travis Kelce's ex-girlfriend, I can't remember her name right now, but she was the last
resonated
one
with you so much you don't even know her name.
But I know who she is. I recognize her face. She dated Travis Kelce before Taylor Swift, and now she's like, I can't post anything on social media, and part of her job is social media. She's an entertainment reporter, things like that. And Taylor's trolls just come after her relentlessly and say the most awful things to her. And so, she said it's making me question my worth.
I thought the Taylor Swift people were all about the
they're
love.
They're horrible.
And the heart hand signal thing.
When they think that Taylor has been wronged, or I don't know why they feel like they need to tear down other people.
They get evil and vindictive,
It's awful.
Huh. Wonder why they do that.
Well, I don't know. That's just the internet and people feeling powerful behind the keyboard. But anyway, I got a little teary-eyed, so if I sound like I'm sick, no, I'm just my sinuses are a little puffy because I was crying a little bit.
I mean, it was entertaining there, but the Baldwin guy, he was whining.
Well,
Denise Richards was whining.
Well, she was, I think, really struggling.
Yeah. Well, she was whining. She wanted out of it.
Well, when is it not just whining? It's just, this is what's happening.
Well, that's what was happening. They were whining.
But I don't think it's all whining. I think some of it's just, I'm hurting.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
You know?
I mean, take it from me. I'm going to whine. I'm going to whine on this podcast.
I mean, how many times have parents told
whining.
Their kids to shake it off, it's nothing, and then you let them walk around for 3 days and finally take them to the doctor and find out they have a broken shoulder or something? That happens all the time. It's like sometimes
I don't think
it's
I've
not
ever done that.
I know people that's happened to, I'm saying.
Oh.
That you think they're whining, but it's like, no, there's a legitimate concern there.
Yeah.
But anyway, I would never sign up for it. But I love watching other people and crying.
I would love to see you sign up for it. No, actually,
I would.
That would be some true entertainment value. That would 100% be one of the
because you're
most
mad at
awesome things I would have ever seen.
You're lying because you're complaining about those people whining, and it's no fun watching them. Why would you want to watch me whine?
You wouldn't whine.
I would quit.
Oh, come on. You wouldn't whine, would you?
The minute they put me on that boat, I'm like, I've changed my mind. I've changed my mind. I don't want to do it.
I'd have to send the producers the clip that I still have somewhere of you on that platform and us going, come on, jump, jump. And then you try, and then you turn around like you're going to go in backwards, and then you just walk off it.
I panicked.
You just walked off.
I had a panic attack.
Couldn't even jump 3 feet.
No, I couldn't.
No, those challenges where they're jumping off that 12-story aqueduct or whatever.
They had to leap from a boat to a helicopter.
I'm out.
Hovering
I'm
above.
out on that.
It was so much. But anyway, if you missed it, catch that.
I'm out on that.
All right, so that's what I'm watching. And Love After Lockup. I've discovered that over Christmas break, and I have been watching that whenever I have a chance. It's craziness.
I feel like that kills my IQ about 20 points whenever I see that on and I watch it for a few minutes.
It's shocking what people are willing to do.
Yeah.
It's just shocking. But anyway, how about them Cowboys?
How about them? You tell me.
Well, you're the one that has something.
What do you think about them Cowboys?
Well,
you're the one that had the big plans for them this year.
I'm very disappointed. I was really sad when I went into work. See, I didn't. I was watching football a little bit this past week because the Cowboys aren't really in it, but I was watching the Kansas City game, and I was kind of half watching, and they were getting blown out, and Tony Romo looked like he was so defeated. It was so bad that CBS or whatever cut away from the game and went to another game.
The chefs did that on purpose, babe.
Now I know that. I did not know that at the time because I didn't realize because this was an inconsequential game for them. They already had the number one seed in the playoffs or whatever, that they didn't play any of their starters. But I didn't know that at the time. I just thought that they were getting blown out.
No, and they wanted Denver in the playoffs. They did not want Joe Burrow, and the Cincinnati Bungles in the playoffs. They did not want that because he's good.
It was a calculated move on their part.
I think it was a calculated move. I really do. I think that they were like, this game means nothing.
But then I found out what happened that Jerry Jones did to Cooper Rush, and I was very, very angered.
Okay, so your Dallas Cowboys came to a whimpering. The season came to a whimpering end against the Washington Redskins Commanders. They played the game at the stadium, the Texas AT&T Stadium, the $2 billion stadium that faces west.
I wonder how much tickets for that game went for.
I don't know.
I wonder if they were any cheaper than they were at the start of the season.
But the season had a very fitting end. The Cowboys lost the game on a last-second touchdown to the Commanders. They lose. They go 7-10, double-digit losses. End of the season, done. No more football until next year. So before the game, I heard a rumor that, and let me tell you the players here. Jerry Jones, if you don't know, is the owner of the Cowboys. He's a billionaire. Dak Prescott is the starting quarterback for the Dallas Cowboys.
The highest paid quarterback in the NFL.
Yes, $60 million a year. He's hurt, so he hasn't been playing for weeks. Cooper Rush is the Cowboys' backup quarterback.
He's been doing a fine job.
He's been doing a fine job. And then there's another dude. His name is Trey Lance. He is the third string quarterback.
I made out with a third string quarterback once.
Okay.
That's a story for another time.
So I heard a rumor before this game, and I'm going to tie this back to not just football, but anyone in the business world who works for a living. Okay. So I heard a rumor before the game that Cooper Rush had an incentive in his contract where if he were to take, I think the number is 55% of the snaps this year for the Cowboys, he would earn a $250,000 bonus.
Or $500,000, I heard.
Well, it was $500,000. He had reached the threshold for the first $250,000.
Oh.
But he had not reached the threshold for the second
half.
$250,000.
Okay, so ultimately it was $500,000.
Ultimately, it was $500,000. I think he had earned $250,000 of that $500,000. Okay, so I'd heard this rumor. I'm like, oh, wow, that's pretty cool. So he's going to get that bonus because he's going to play the last game of the season, and he'll realize that $250,000. That's really cool for Cooper Rush. I turn the game on, and they say that Trey Lance is going to start the game. And I'm like, what in the hell is going on? Cooper Rush has been a really good quarterback this year since Dak's been out. Every single time somebody asked Jerry, if why he's starting Cooper Rush and he's not starting Trey Lance, his answer was, because he gives us the best chance to win the ball game, and we're trying to win ball games. Ha, 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 ha. That was his answer. Like, oh, okay. Well, you've said that every single game. We get to the last game of the season, and now the Cowboys are starting Trey Lance and not starting Cooper Rush. Cooper Rush doesn't play the entire game. He does not get that 55% of the snaps on the season. He does not get his $250,000 bonus.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's
all right.
Pretty messed up.
All right.
That's pretty messed up.
So anybody with half a brain can kind of put two and two together here. And if you've been starting this dude for the last 5 games, because he gives you the best chance to win, and then all of a sudden, if he plays the last game, Mr. Owner has to pay him $250,000.
Which is nothing.
Why do you think he didn't start the game?
I know. Everybody's saying that.
Okay.
Have you heard for true? Because I heard that that's what happened. I don't know. I'm just telling you what I heard, and I have not read anything. This is all just me hearing gossip. That Jerry went to the coach and told him, "You're putting this third stringer in," and that our coach did not want to do that, and Jerry overrode him.
I 100% believe that. Now, they asked Jerry about it after the game. Hey, Jerry, why did you this time start Trey Lance? Because you're the GM, you're the owner, but you're also the GM, which means you run the team.
Yeah.
So why did you decide to start Trey Lance instead of Cooper Rush? Because Cooper Rush has an incentive in his contract where if he played this game, he would get a bonus. I did well. I certainly didn't. There's something certainly that all the agents put in these contracts. I didn't know anything about that.
BS.
I didn't know anything about that.
That's BS.
Okay.
Well, that's a big, fat, bold-faced lie.
Let's just say he's not lying. Okay. Let's just say, just for argument, that Jerry's telling the truth. That, okay, he didn't know.
But if he brought that up, someone would have brought that to his attention at that moment.
Right. I know.
He's lying.
But if he is telling the truth, if you're the general manager, should you not know the contract situation of all your players?
Right.
Especially your quarterbacks. And then number 2, you've been saying all along, Cooper gives you the best chance to win and you want to win. Why would you start the third string guy?
Didn't he say
none of it makes any sense?
Didn't he say he wanted to see what his investment was worth in this? That's what somebody told me. I don't know. I'm just so over it, and I feel horrible because I love his daughter Charlotte. I think she's so sweet. She's always been so kind to me.
Let me tell you some more
stuff. And I would
be
really upset if somebody was on here bashing my daddy. But I mean, this is bad.
Sorry, this is what we do.
I know, but she has to know this is bad.
Yeah, well,
this is so bad.
Yeah, well, that's sorry, but okay. So here's a couple of more tidbits of information. So I have a friend who has a friend who helps underprivileged children that don't have what they need, anything. They don't have stuff. So this person set up a big Amazon list to help these children out. This is a friend of a friend. And this is something that would not be reported in the news. And this, I will not divulge my source, but would not be reported in the news. Cooper Rush, earlier this year, bought everything on that Amazon list. Cooper Rush doesn't make the money that Dak Prescott makes. He's a backup quarterback, and he makes good money. He makes really good money. But it's not like he's making like generational wealth money where his family will be set for the rest of eternity like Dak Prescott. He makes good money, but that $250,000 is a lot of money to Cooper Rush and his family.
It's not up to Dak Prescott or anybody else to make it right, but do you think that'd be like a really nice gesture of Dak or somebody to say, hey,
I don't know. It rubbed.
I want to cut you a check because you jumped in there for me. He's the highest paid quarterback in the NFL.
Yeah. No, I hear what you're saying.
And it's not like he's obligated to do it.
No.
But it would be a nice thing to do because he got screwed.
But it's
just insulting. It's not just about the money. It's an insult.
And I know that Jerry is the owner. Jerry can do whatever Jerry wants to do because it's his money, right?
That's true.
But you know what? This is part of the reason why
we're in the position
we're in is because that's how you treat people. And the guy didn't get to be a multi-billionaire because he's a nice guy. He's a cutthroat salesman, businessman, and
thinks he knows how to run a football
team.
Doing
crap like that is part of the reason he has all the money.
It's bad.
Right?
Well, I just don't, I don't think anything's going to change until, well, I don't want to say the darkest thing I can say. I will just say until the fans just stop showing up for the games and stop buying the merch. And, until it hurts financially, I still don't know if his ego would let him. I don't know if there's anybody in his life that's ever told that man no. Ever.
Okay, so two more things, and then I'm going to bring it home for Jerome because now my blood pressure's up and my chest hurts. It's getting tight.
I'm sorry.
There's a show out now. It's on Paramount Plus. It's called Landman, and the dude who did Yellowstone, what's his name?
I can't remember the name.
I
know.
Doggone it! It's on the tip of my tongue.
Anyway, look it up real quick so you don't have to worry about it.
No, I don't think. I don't think our listeners care that much. But it stars Billy Bob Thornton and John Hamm. I thought his name was John Hamm.
Taylor Sheridan,
but it's pronounced John Hamm.
I thought you were talking about the Hamm from Mad Men.
No, that's him. John Hamm.
It's not John Hamm?
I said Ham one time and someone corrected me and said it's Hamm.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't know. John Hamm, John Hamm, I don't know. Anyway, those two cats are in the series. Guess who else has an acting role in the series?
Well, I know the answer because you already told me.
Jerry freaking Jones.
Yeah, and you know what?
And you know what?
You complimented him.
He's a good freaking actor.
That's what you said.
He is a really good actor for just being an NFL owner or businessman.
Wonder what he got paid for that acting role.
I don't know.
$250,000?
Maybe.
But
you know what? I can see how he's a salesman because he's doing this scene with Billy Bob Thornton and John Hamm. John Hamm's laying in this hospital bed. Spoiler alert if you're going to watch the show. I've not seen the show, but I'm just describing the scene. And Jerry is talking to John Hamm about family and how you should hire family because it's fun working with your family. And then someday that's all you're going to have is your family. And he's telling this really colorful story.
But ignore the ones that you don't want to acknowledge.
Right, exactly. But he's telling this. Yeah, right. You want to talk about lewd. But he's telling this story and he's getting teary-eyed. And I was like, is this AI? Because I didn't know he was in the series. I'm like, No, that's really Jerry Jones acting.
How about it?
And I think he does a pretty good job. And I think he's a way better freaking actor than he is NFL owner.
Maybe he should give up the football thing and pursue his passion here in his final stage.
Oh, it drove me nuts seeing that.
I know.
It's like, good grief. Why can't,
You can't scroll your phone for more than 30 seconds without seeing somebody talking about GLP-1s. Maybe you've been close to trying them, but you're not a needle person, or maybe you're looking for a natural alternative. Well, let me introduce you to our podcast sponsor, Veracity. Their Metabolism Ignite, it's a natural plant-based GLP-1 alternative that is doctor recommended and clinically proven to help reduce hunger. Just 2 capsules with breakfast every morning. It's all you need. And one of the first things I noticed was I wasn't thinking about food all day, that food noise you always are constantly battling. Metabolism Ignite has no allergens, no caffeine, no negative side effects, and we love that. It's shown to reduce hunger by 85% and clinically proven to help lose an average of 9 pounds in 90 days. We really love that. Look, this stuff is sold out 10 times for a reason. So before it sells out again, make the switch to GLP-1s the natural way. Head to veracityhealth.co and use sandwich for up to 65% off your order. Once again, that's VERACITY health.co for up to 65% off. Make sure you use our promo code SANDWICH so they know we sent you. I don't think I've ever talked about it on this podcast before, but one day I was walking past the windows going upstairs and I noticed this greasy cooking smell. You know what I mean? It turns out it was our blinds. Something about the sun was breaking them down over the years. And who knows how long they were there before we bought our house. We needed new blinds bad, and that's what led me to 3-Day Blinds. I absolutely loved how easy they made the whole process. They send a professionally trained design consultant to your home. It's a free, no obligation, same-day quote. And they've got thousands of options to fit any budget and style. It's not just blinds. They've got shades, shutters, drapery too. 3-Day Blinds even has those motorized smart blinds that work with Alexa. Those are so cool. They take all the measurements. They handle the installation too. And it's perfect because I'm not handy. And what a difference it's made. This is an upgrade that makes your whole house feel refreshed and polished without having to do a big renovation. Right now, get quality window treatments that fit your budget with 3-Day Blinds. Head to 3dayblinds.com/sandwich for their buy one, get one 50% off deal on custom blinds, shades, and drapery. For a free, no charge, no obligation consultation, just head to dayblinds.com/sandwich. One last time, that's buy one, get one 50% off when you head to the 3dayblinds.com/sandwich.
Oh, it's so frustrating. So frustrating. Here's the last thing.
Oh, I thought that was the last
No,
thing.
this is
one more thing.
This is going to tie it up in a bow.
And then, I'm just going to ask, is this going to be the last time we discuss the Cowboys until next season?
Maybe ever. Because
wow.
here's my proclamation. Remember that tree I was talking about?
You're going to lop it off?
You know one of my branches that branches out?
Yeah.
That used to bring me joy? What is it?
The Cowboys.
Sitting down on Sunday and watching the Cowboys.
Yeah.
Why is that? Because ever since I was knee-high to a frickin' grasshopper, I'd sit there on my bed with my dad. He'd turn on our little tiny 13-inch color TV, and we'd like, dun-dun, dun, 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 dun,
memories.
Dun, dun, Monday Night Football, Roger, Tony Dorsett, Randy White, Too Tall, all the legends. Watch the Cowboys kick everybody's ass.
Yeah.
It was amazing. Grew up with the Cowboys, went through the early 90s, and then since
Downhill
then,
ever since.
30 years I've been putting up with this with Jethro Bodine running the Cowboys. Okay. So
Don't insult Jethro Bodine like that.
Sorry. So here is my proclamation. Oh yay, let it be written, let it be done. The branch that branches out to the Cowboys, I am lopping off.
Whoa.
Until there is a change. Until there is a change in ownership.
Then you'll tape that branch back on. Duct tape.
Then I'll get out my pruning paint and paint that little stump, and then I'll have another branch going out to the Cowboys. But as of now, I am out. I am not going to support this team anymore. This Cooper Rush thing for me,
that was the tipping
was
point.
the final freaking straw.
My parents said they're looking for other teams to support next year. And I told them that you said if you had to pick another team, that you would probably go with Tampa Bay. My mother's leaning toward the Chiefs. She really likes watching Patrick play. Daddy didn't commit. But they're thinking they don't want to support the Cowboys anymore either. They're very, very upset.
I love the chefs. I love Patrick Mahomes, but I can't jump on the bandwagon of a team that's won a bunch of Super Bowls already.
Well, it's not that you're jumping on the bandwagon. We love the Chiefs from the moment they signed Patrick.
Yeah, we did.
So we're not bandwagon jumpers.
I know. But hear me out. I like Tampa Bay because they got Mike Evans. That's my cousin. Mike Evans is a great receiver.
He's joking, by the way.
Yeah. I love Mike Evans, but I really like Baker Mayfield too. He's just like that guy. He's got that dog in him, right? I mean, he's always this kind of misfit castaway guy that's bounced around. I mean, he started at Tech. People at Tech hate him because he left Tech, went to OU, won a Heisman Trophy. Then he bounces around the NFL. He finally finds a nice place in Tampa. He's playing great. He's fun to watch. They got Mike Evans, but the Detroit Lions, babe. The Detroit Lions. I like that team.
Who's their quarterback?
Jared Goff.
Okay, my daughter likes
she likes Joe Shiesty.
She likes the Broncos, right?
No, the Bengals.
Bengals.
Yeah, because of Joe Shiesty.
Who's Joe Shiesty?
Joe Burrow.
Okay, why do you call him Joe Shiesty?
I ask that question all the time. Cole and Kellie call him Joe Shiesty.
Why?
Because there's a rap song that refers to him as Joe Shiesty.
Oh,
yeah,
I don't know.
I don't know.
Well, that's her team.
Yeah. No, but the Detroit Lions, and here's why. Dan Campbell, he's the coach. I'm not an Aggie fan, but big Texas Aggie. Used to play for the Cowboys, used to coach the Cowboys. Did he coach for the Cowboys for a little while? Anyway, he played for the Cowboys for sure. He played under Bill Parcells. And then if you go to the Detroit Lions Instagram and watch some of his pre and post game speeches, I want to play for the guy. I mean, he's so inspiring, you know? He's just like blue collar guy. He drives a Ford truck. You know, I just like their bit. They're just real blue collar, hard nosed. Right. So the Detroit Lions, Tampa Bay Buccaneers,
in contention.
Those are my in contention teams.
We'll see if something changes between now and next NFL season.
No, I'm not going to follow this team anymore. I just told you, I'm done. I'm out.
You said if there's an ownership or management change,
it's not going to happen. I'm out. I'm done.
Right.
I've had enough.
Okay.
I have had enough.
Okay.
I don't care who they draft.
You're going to stop posting the memes?
Yeah, because I'm not going to watch the games. I got better things to do with my Sunday afternoons than that buffoonery. Buffoonery.
All right. Okay. You going to make this proclamation on social media and see if Troy likes it?
I posted something. Well, I kind of keep that close to the vest. I'm just telling
Troy likes your stuff.
I'm just saying he
sometimes likes your stuff.
I'm not going to say anything else.
All right.
I'm just saying that I think great minds think alike.
Okay. Well, I want to say really quick before we sign off, I've been watching these California fires. It's just heartbreaking because, lives are being lost. People are losing literally everything. And my lawyer lives out there with his sons, and I just texted him because it happened so quickly. I mean, like within a matter of hours, people's houses were going up in flames. They didn't have that much warning. And I texted him yesterday and just said, hey, just checking in on you. I hope you're safe. He said, no. He said, we're evacuated. He said, but our house is going to be completely destroyed. They're going to lose it. He said he spent 4 years remodeling it, decorating it, getting it like he wanted, And the important thing is you've got your kids, you're alive and everything. But I haven't heard back from him yet today, but he said he's pretty sure that they're going to lose everything. And we have our friends Josh and Patty living out there. They had forced evacuation from where they live, so I don't know the status of. But some of those people, that have mandatory evacuations, they can't get back home yet and don't know what they're coming back to. And in a lot of cases, it's going to be just ashes. So it's just really heartbreaking. I know we have listeners who have family and friends out there, and maybe some people who listen in that area. And I'm just, it's just so sad and so heartbreaking. And, I just hope it's over very quickly. And it's just sad. And I don't know what else to say about it, but I'm just really devastated about that. And the Cowboys.
It is sad. 100-mile-an-hour winds are one thing.
It's scary.
But then when there's fire involved and you've got that fuel, and
they were still investigating
bad.
how they started. So I don't know. You hate to think it was an arson situation, but a lot of times it is. And, I don't know. It's just a shame. It's just awful.
I didn't tell you this, babe. I was watching the news today and all that coverage, and they had a reporter standing in front of these two houses. And the house, as you're looking at the screen, the house to the right is on fire. And they've kind of given up trying to put out the fire. So they're on the next house and they're just spraying the house with water, trying to spray down the space in between the house to keep everything as wet as they could to keep the fire from jumping over. And the guy was reporting on what was going on. They went away from him and then they came back to him not 30 and the house on the left was fine. It wasn't on fire. They came back to him 30 minutes later. That second house was already down to the ground.
Gone. Yeah.
Gone.
It
in
happens
30 minutes.
It's so, the wind.
And it was big house.
It's heartbreaking.
Yeah, it was unreal.
And people are like, well, there's insurance and stuff like that. I'm like, y'all, I mean, come on. Don't be screaming about insurance right now. That's the last thing these people want to hear. But anyway, it's just awful. I wish that was a better note to end on. I don't know what other note to end on.
Well, not a great way to start the year. There've been a lot of very unfortunate things going on. We don't talk about news a lot here on the podcast, but there have been a lot of very unfortunate things going on, and I don't think the whole year is going to be like this.
Well, it is the year of the snake, as we told you.
Yeah.
Did we talk about that here? I can't remember who I tell what to.
No, we did not.
Alan and I went to get mani-pedis, and the lady, they love when Alan comes in. They get so excited. And she's doing and I don't have any makeup on. I'm just like, I'm up there just flopped up there. Let's just go get pedis. Alan doesn't even have to try. And the lady doing my pedicure,
I'm like Filipino freaking Elvis.
She said, your husband is so handsome. She goes, and you're beautiful too. She said, the more I look at you, the longer I look at you, the more beautiful I see you are. I was like, yeah, because at first glance, I'm like, ah. She was very sweet. She was trying to make me feel better, but she was like, you're such a handsome couple, so good looking. And then she started saying, this is the year of the snake. You got to be really careful. It's not a good year, the year of the snake. And then she wanted to know our Chinese birth chart, what year we were born in. And I said, I'm not really 100% sure. So I looked it up really quick, and it's the year of the goat. I did know that. I just forgot. So I was born the year of the goat. And she said, oh, that's okay. She goes, the goat, and I'm just taking this woman's word for it. I don't know. She could have said anything. She said, that's good. The goat gets along good with the snake.
I'm not the snake.
With me, honey, I said, I'm the goat.
You're the goat, but I'm not the snake.
And then I didn't say you were the snake.
Oh.
This is the year of the snake.
But why do we care if you get along with the snake?
Because this is the year of the snake.
You should be care you get along with me. I'm the boar.
We found out, was
pig.
Born in the year of the pig.
71.
And then she also said that pigs get along good with snakes, so it shouldn't be a horrible year for you either.
Okay.
But, she said you can get along with the snake, but you got to be careful because the snake will bite you.
Mm.
Anyway, I need to do a little bit more research because obviously I put a lot of credence into the Chinese astrological year stuff. But
she said the pig liked to eat.
I would think this would be a bad year if you were born the year of the rat, because what do snakes eat? They eat rats.
Oh, rat's supposed to be smart.
But I've seen a big old rat take on a snake before and win.
I think
chomp down the right way.
I think my dad's the year of the rat, and they're supposed to be smart. My dad's really smart. I don't know.
We'll have to do a little bit more research.
Yeah, it's just a bunch of bullshit like horoscopes.
Don't say that. Some people really buy in. That lady that said you're very handsome bought in.
Yeah. I buy in a little bit if it benefits.
I just don't believe a horoscope that's printed in the newspaper for if today, it covers everybody. I mean, there's no way that the horoscope for Aries today covers every single million and whatever amount of Aries people there are out there that we're all going to have the same day. I just don't believe that.
Okay.
That's all I have to say about that.
Okay. All right. Okay, for us.
But that Chinese chart, man, I'm all in.
Yeah. What pedicure? That was one of my Christmas gifts. I was all in on that. That was great.
You still have your other Christmas gift sitting right here. I got him a gift card to go get some meat. We got to go do that.
Mm-hmm. Wild Fork?
Yep.
Ad?
Not an ad. I did not get a discount.
Okay.
I paid full price for that gift card.
All right, babe. Well, there you go.
There you go. That's it. That's our second podcast of the new year.
Got anything else?
I am thinking about the calendar, so this would be our second one.
Okay.
So,
well, I have, as Lee Harvey Oswald did one time, he renounced his U.S. citizenship to become a Russian citizen. I have renounced my Dallas Cowboys fanship.
What are you going to do with all the merch and stuff you
to
have?
become a Detroit Lions and Tampa Bay Buccaneers fan.
What are you going to do with the merch we got? The Witten jersey
What
and stuff.
merch?
The Witten jersey and stuff we have.
All the merch I buy for Cowboys is for the kids. I don't own any Cowboys merch. The only merch I have is a hat that I actually won at Big Al, my man, at Big Al's
Down the hatch?
White Elephant.
Oh, yeah.
A couple of years ago, I got that Cowboys hat.
I did forget to say one quick thing. If you are a fan of The Traitors, which is coming back on Thursday, January the 9th, my best friend Amy and I are starting a new Traitors watching podcast. It's called The Traitors Unmasked, and it's going to be available, the first episode, on Friday, January the 10th. And I'm very excited because I love The Traitors. I'm a passionate fan of The Traitors. We're heading into season 3, and Amy's never watched a single episode. So it's going to be really good to introduce her to the show and watch it together and break it down. I've been wanting to do a show about, Real Housewives or something. And I was like, you know what? Traitors is starting. I had this idea over Christmas. I said, is it too late to get this going? And the people up at the Yay Network's podcast family, they were like, no, we'll make it happen. So look for the first one. If you're a Traitors fan, it's going to be available on Friday, January the 10th. The Traitors Unmasked.
Well, that's really cool, babe.
I know. I've been wanting to do this for a while, so I'm really excited.
Yeah, congratulations.
It's always fun to do a project with your friend, and it's always fun to do a project with your husband. And then, I get to do, Love Letters Kelly with my producer. So, man, I've got a lot of irons in the fire, but you got a lot going on too.
I know. Yeah, well, that'd be cool. I know. I enjoyed that show last year. I mean, I thought it was pretty fun. So we'll probably
can still talk about it here.
Yeah, we'll probably talk about it a little bit.
So if you're Traitors fans, if you want to hear a full podcast, you can listen to The Traitors Unmasked. But we'll, of course, be talking about it here because it's such a fascinating show. If you've never watched before, if you love it, listen to A Sandwich and Some Lovin'. We'll cover it too. Oh, but real quick, also, we want to remind everybody, one of Alan's bucket list goals for 2025 was to get that Moto Alonso YouTube channel up. Did you check this week? Have you gotten any new members?
A couple.
Well, that's okay. Two at a time,
a
two at a time, 3 at a time. But, Alan, actually, you want to share the big news?
Yeah, we got a new bike in the garage, but
no big deal.
Not an addition, just we swapped one out and got a new one.
Yeah, so it's not like we have 4. We still have the 3, but Alan got a really great deal on it. It's another touring bike, and since you're planning on doing another iron butt and maybe even more touring, this would be a better fit for you.
We'll see.
You're going to do a big video about it for your Moto Alonso channel?
Probably.
All right. So Alan's going to be working on his YouTube channel. I'm going to be working on another podcast. We got a lot going on in 2025. And, Alan and I were talking. There's a lot of bits we used to do here on the podcast. And we're like, why don't we do that anymore? Why don't we do this anymore? This is an idea. Listen, if there's something that you're like, why don't Kelly and Alan, I don't know, do some picking and grinning anymore? Or what happened to, what's some old bits we used to do, honey? Oh, our favorite things list, interesting stuff. If there's something that you would like,
Kelly claps back.
Maybe you have some bucket list items for our podcast for 2025, and you're as a listener saying, I want to hear more of blank.
People love lists.
People love lists. Send that to our email web address, which only Alan has access to.
Podcast@kellyandalan.com.
All right. Podcast@kellyandalan.com. We will take your suggestions and maybe work on a few surprises for the next podcast.
All right. Good
Sound
stuff.
good?
Right? Yeah. Exciting stuff.
All right.
You got anything else?
No, I think that's it.
All right.
Just got to buckle down and turn on some dripping faucets and wrap the pipes. Isn't that what we're supposed to do in the polar vortex of the first polar vortex of 2025?
Polar vortex cyclone bomb blast. Yes. It's coming tonight. Be here tomorrow.
Maybe we'll survive it. If so, we'll be back next week.
Well, love you desperately.
I love you.
Love our listeners desperately.
I love y'all.
And I am sure we will podcast again real soon. And in the immortal words of the great Keanu Reeves, life is good when you have a good sandwich.